Hi, hello, my beautiful friend. Welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, I am in the kitchen and this is another food prep video. So today what I'm doing is working on prepping some celery and some oranges for my morning routine to help my mornings run as smoothly as possible. If you have been with me for any amount of time, then you know I do not enjoy prepping. I don't like it at all. There are easily like 50 things I can think of that I would rather be doing than prepping. But here we are. This is a reality of life. So that brings me to the point of this video, which is one of the questions that I see the most, and that is, how do you stay motivated on your health and wellness journey? And it really comes down to each individual. But my biggest tip is you have to know your why. Why are you doing this thing that you are doing? Why do you feel that it is so important for you to pursue this thing that you are doing? For me, in my case, I prep because it makes my life easier. And it makes my life easier in the sense that I'm not rushing around trying to get things prepped when I need to be juicing. I'm not rushing around trying to find something to eat when I am so super hungry. I also hopefully don't end up being super hungry in between meals because I have things prepped and ready to go, so I can easily grab some fresh fruit, I can make a smoothie, I can grab some already cooked food out of the fridge and have a meal. So it's all in hopes of keeping me on track because I know what my weaknesses are. So when I am prepping, such as I am today with the celery and the oranges and the stuff, this is to make my mornings run smoother so that when it's time for me to juice in the morning, everything is ready to go. If I have to stand there and prep this stuff every single time I want to make fresh celery juice or fresh orange juice or whatever it is, I know that I won't do it because it is such a chore. As it is, I prep celery right now every 2 to 3 days, and I prep 2 to 3 days worth of celery so that I don't have to do this every single day. My why, number one, definitely to make my life easier. Number two, and most important, which should actually be number one, is that I am doing this for my health and wellness. I have PCOS, and with my type of PCOS, I have ridiculous hormone fluctuations. I have a lot of painful periods. I have headaches bordering on migraines when my hormones are fluctuating. I have inflammation all throughout my body. I mean, you name it, I have it. And so I have to keep those things in mind when I want to say, oh, maybe I won't prep today and I just won't drink my celery juice tomorrow. Because I know having my celery juice every morning is so incredibly beneficial for me. And there is a whole separate video I want to make on just the power of celery juice and the magic that it has created in my world. Like, I can't even speak for anyone else. I have read other people's testimonies and they're incredible, but just the way that celery juice has changed my body is just, I don't even know. I don't even have words. Like, this has been miraculous. So why I ever go off of it is beyond me, and I know why. It's the prep that I just don't like to do. But that aside, my why, which is what I have to stay focused on, is that it does make my life easier. And number one, like at the very top of my list, is for my health. It's so that I can heal my body as holistically as possible. So I have to remember my why for sure. When I'm feeling like I am getting off track, I am not feeling motivated, I don't want to get in the kitchen and prep, or I don't want to get in the gym and work out, which happens often. Listen, it is a daily struggle. Every single day I have to make these decisions consciously, and I have to say to myself, it is time to make celery juice. Like, I need to break out the juicer and I need to do this, or it's time for me to go get a workout in, I need to move my body. So the other thing that I really like to do when I'm feeling like I am slipping, like I am not feeling the motivation, is I like to go back to the resources that really do motivate and inspire me. And that could be books on health and wellness that have really resonated with me. It could be blogs in the same arena, health and wellness, that really resonate with me. There are also some YouTubers that I absolutely love that are in the health and wellness niche that I am just like, I admire them so much, and their lifestyle and their tips and all of the things, you know, their own journey that is, you know, full of all kinds of obstacles because we're just trying to do the best we can, every one of us. And so I will go back and I will watch these videos and I will feel myself like just really getting inspired again. And I'm like, oh, that workout looks so great. I can't wait to work out tomorrow. Or, oh, that salad looks amazing. Or that recipe looks incredible. I should really try that. Like, just get some new inspiration because, you know, sometimes the journey just becomes dull. It just does. So I do find that in addition to knowing my why, surrounding myself with the motivation and inspiration really does help me. So one of the easiest ways for me to do that, like I said, is to go back to those resources like books, blogs, other YouTubers, and really just dive deep and get back like into that little group, if you will. It's like surrounding yourself with the people that you aspire to be like. It's the same concept. And I find that when I do those things, they really, really help me. But I will tell you, in all honesty, it's a tough journey for me. And like I said, every day I have to make these choices. We all do. We all have to make these choices, and staying on track is not easy. If I'm being honest, I can say like in these last few days, I have definitely been feeling all the cravings and just the things that don't agree with me. I know there are like two top things that do not do my body good, and that is dairy and gluten. And those are the things that I have been craving the most. And in the last few days, I have definitely had both of them, and I feel it. I feel the inflammation. I feel the puffiness. Like my body feels extra squishy. It's a whole thing. On top of that, my joints hurt. I get headaches. I am super congested. Like the list goes on. And then I'm like, why did I do that? And then I answer myself. It's this internal dialogue. And I say, dummy, you had a craving and you gave in. And you know what? Every now and then it's fine, whatever. You have to live your life. You really do. But I also know that for me, I find living my life far more enjoyable when I'm not hurting, when I am not inflamed, and when I don't have a headache, or, you know, my joints are not hurting, or I'm not feeling congested or bloated or whatever it is. It is a constant struggle. There's no easy answer. There really isn't. Anyone who is on this journey is really on a journey, and I have to remind myself, this is a marathon, not a sprint. I did not become unhealthy overnight. I didn't become inflamed overnight. I didn't suddenly develop these headaches that like border on migraines overnight. None of this stuff happened overnight. This has been an accumulation, years of stress and mistreating my body and all of these things. And so here I am, and I am working really hard and trying to be as conscious as possible every time I make a decision. And so it's definitely not easy. So you have to figure out what your why is. I would absolutely encourage you to set realistic goals for yourself. For me, I know it is not realistic for me to say I'm going to prep every single day because I know I do not like prepping. So for me, every 2 to 3 days is far more realistic, even though I don't enjoy it. It's also about establishing a routine and having that routine. For me, like I said, every 2 to 3 days, I know that I need to jump on this and I need to get my prep done so that I have 2 to 3 days worth of fruits and veggies ready to go for juicing or for eating or whatever it is. The other thing I'm trying to work on is my perspective. And instead of saying I have to do these things, I am trying to get in the habit of saying I get to do these things, because really, I do get to do these things. What I am saying is it really is just about the perspective, and I am trying to get better about doing that. Instead of having this dialogue of saying, oh my God, I have to do this, I really am trying to get better about saying I get to do this, because it is a privilege and it is an incredible blessing. So your journey, wherever you are on your journey, I am wishing you the best, my friend. I know it's not easy, but I also know that when we take these small steps, they end up having huge, beautiful payoffs. And there is a little bit of work to do in advance of achieving those beautiful payoffs. So just know that you're not alone. I am completely with you and I am rooting for you. And I want you to succeed so, so very much. So I am always here for you. So with that, this is my prep for the day. I have my containers of celery ready to go. I have my oranges and my beautiful chicken, and I am going to clean up this kitchen and get on with my day. I am so grateful for your time. You just have no idea how much I love hanging out with you. You don't even know. If you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you did, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up, you subscribe, and you click that notification bell because all of that really supports my channel and it means the world to me. See you next time.